Now, at first glance, you'd probably think this is just a normal Samsung phone running One UI. But nope, this is actually a Xiaomi device. And the crazy part is, this isn't some launcher, theme, or that Try Galaxy demo version from Samsung. This is the actual full One UI custom ROM running on the phone. Like literally, you get the Samsung lock screen, control center, animations, and the whole One UI system experience on a Xiaomi device. Which honestly feels kind of weird in a good way, right? Well, in this video, I'm going to show you how to install the latest One UI 8 custom ROM based on Android 16 on this Xiaomi phone. Also, make a note that this is just an experimental test video and is not recommended for everyday use, as it has a lot of bugs. And this is mainly for the user experience. And alright, the phone right here is the Xiaomi Redmi Note 9 Pro, which is almost a 5-year-old Android device. So right now it's running the custom Pixel OS ROM. And no words about it, it's the smoothest and cleanest OS ROM after Lineage OS. And yes, you know Xiaomi and Poco devices usually have support from a wide range of custom ROM communities. You can experiment with GSIs and a lot more. Recently, a couple of months ago, I even installed the complete Windows 11 ARM-based OS on this device, and it worked really well in most cases. If you missed that video, you can check it out as well. Well, this phone's bootloader is already unlocked and Orange Fox Recovery is already installed. Now, as usual, let's power off this device. Now press and hold the volume up key and the power button to boot into TWRP or Orange Fox Recovery. Here, Orange Fox Recovery is recommended because it's more stable. Alright, so we are on the interface. It shows the device files. Now let's wipe this device. Here, select the partitions, Dalvik cache, metadata, and data, and then swipe to wipe. Now get back. Select Format Data, and confirm the wipe. Alright, now it's time to install the One UI ROM on this device. Here, I have already copied the ROM files onto this USB drive. So go to USB storage and navigate to the path where you copied the ROM file. So here is the latest One UI 8 build ROM ported for this device. Now swipe to install the ROM zip file. And alright, so here you can see it shows One UI 8 on Android 16 system, port from the Galaxy S23 FE. And this is a custom ROM ported for this device. You'll need to search for and find a ROM that's available for your specific device model through your device's community support, or XDA. Now let's fast forward this process. Alright, now wipe the cache and reboot the system. Alright, it's booting. And there we go. It's loading. Alright, so we are on the welcome screen. Now let's get started. As mentioned, this ROM has bugs. Well, here is the fix. As usual, let's reboot into recovery mode. Here, I'll install the setup fix file. Now, reboot. And there we go. Finally, let's get into it. Alright, so finally we are running Samsung's One UI on this Xiaomi device. And it's still a bit buggy. And also laggy in the interface. Let's go to the quick panel settings. Alright, this is amazing, right? The control toggles and everything. Also, please don't expect everything to work perfectly, as the phone is still lagging and it needs some time to cool down and load all the processes. So once everything is set up, I'll get back to you. And, alright, welcome back everyone. So now, there we go. The phone is working completely fine. It's way better now, and much smoother. Also, the control panel and everything else work fine. There are no issues with the user interface, and I have already set everything up. So now let's open Settings. Go to About Phone, and then Software Information. And there we go. Right now, it's running the latest One UI 8 build based on Android 16 version, ported from the Galaxy S23 FE. But unfortunately, most things may not work properly on this hardware. Well, you know Samsung's OEM is completely different from Xiaomi and other devices. So, the Galaxy device services and app-related functions won't work unless you're running it on an actual Galaxy device. And here we also have Galaxy AI features. But still, I'm not sure. Let's also check out the display. And yeah, here, the display refresh rate is set to adaptive 120 Hz. We have Edge Panel. Here we have Drawing Assist and AI Select. Let's go to Drawing Assist. Looks like it's working. Now let's draw something here, or you can use text to image. And alright, it worked. That means some Galaxy AI features are still working. Let's also check out AI Select. Alright, it's working. You can select objects on the screen and use them for different purposes. Unfortunately, there is no Samsung Gallery app, which normally includes AI features as well. Still, a lot of Galaxy Core features are missing here, which is pretty common with these ports. Well, the regular Now bar feature. And all the other basic functions are working normally. There's no Samsung camera app because it's unsupported. But I did install a third-party camera app. Again, it's not working properly. Well, the device's API doesn't match Samsung's core framework. Let's also check out other system apps, like the phone dialer here. And yes, it's working. Don't expect features like Live Translate or other advanced functions to work though. Here we also have Samsung Internet, which comes with built-in AI tools. Let's check it out. Now let's summarize this page. Alright, now let's translate the content. And it's working fine. And coming to the user experience, as mentioned, this is not for everyday use. You can see the app opening animations have a slight delay, and there's also some input lag. Now let's close all the apps. Also, the volume controls are working fine. But unfortunately, the speaker output is not working. There are also other issues like Bluetooth and some device functions not working properly, as it's mismatching the device core hardware. Now let's also check out the device information. Alright, the phone model here shows up as Xiaomi Galaxy S23 FE. Right? It's powered by the Snapdragon 720G, which is a pretty old chipset. And this is actually kind of funny. The model's name is Xiaomi Galaxy S23 FE. And this phone is still not rooted. Also, the device's camera hardware is not detected by the main system core, except for the front camera. Well, and these are the main things. Also, coming to battery life, it drains pretty fast because the ROM is not optimized. Yes, the charging port is still working fine. Well, there you have it. And to be honest, seeing Samsung's One UI running on this Xiaomi Redmi Note 9 Pro is actually kind of crazy. Especially when you remember that this phone is almost 5 years old at this point. And yeah, obviously there are bugs, missing core features, and a lot of things that don't work properly. But the fact that it even boots up and lets you experience One UI on completely different hardware is honestly pretty impressive. Anyways, that's pretty much it for this video. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you don't miss any updates. As always, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.